Hey, what's up everyone? Mike here with the watch list video for Wednesday, June 14th. The SPY is in, I don't know how to call it, just what, a slow melt up, right? Getting pretty distant from the moving averages, so it certainly looks like it's overdue for a correction. Tomorrow is FOMC decision day, which I always hate trading. The morning's usually boring and then there's usually chaos in the afternoon, but we'll see. I find it hard to believe I could sit here for 7 hours tomorrow and not find an A+ setup, so I will be trading, obviously. And then, quick note too, in case you don't know, the market is closed Monday, so we got a 3-day weekend coming up. You know, we're looking at summer volume, and it's probably going to be pretty slow the next few days, but we'll see. All right. One highlight from today: BYND. I better zoom in a little bit and get a better look at this. Had the big pop 4 sessions ago, then a couple quiet days, and then ended up on our gap play watch list today, and ended up hitting this exact high right here. I'll click it so you can see. It was 1387 from a few days ago. On an intraday basis, this hit exactly 1387 and then pulled back, which qualifies it for what we define in our trading course as a 2-day high break, right? Because it also hit it this morning and then pulled back. So loved it over 1387. Let's switch to 5-minute candles. Hang on, I've got extended hours on there. I always do this. Boom. All right, right here is where it hit 1387. Pulled back, so the long was right where that line is, 1388. Worst case stop, I put it below this 5-minute candle. Whoops. So my worst case stop was about 30 cents below, 1356, I think. And I sat through this little quiet rest candle, if you will, and then we got a nice pop and started selling into that. I'll slide this over. It's kind of got the post that I put in chat. My lunchtime money, which is a nice lunchtime trade, right? And a lot of shorts in the name, as I said right there too. So certainly an interesting setup. Let's get back to the daily chart here. And we're actually going to watch this one again tomorrow too, because it didn't hit the 200-day, which isn't very far above. It's just basically a little bit over 15 bucks. All right, so U is Unity Software. Decent setup. It topped out right here at 39.45. Today topped out at 39.36. So through today's high, good chance we're going to take out that 45 and then maybe at least push to 40 and maybe squeeze above that. I don't know, but it's holding up really well. Nice looking daily chart there. APRN had the big pop 3 sessions ago. Couple quiet inside days, so I'm going to keep it on a chart just in case we get some kind of A+ setup. VERA. Nice push up into this big gap here, right? So maybe a continuation play tomorrow. BIG, I don't know. I wish I'd had it on Bounce Watch coming into today, but instead you had a high back here. It looks like it's trying to bottom on the daily, right? You had a high here of 802. Today it actually hit, let me try that again, 819, but held up pretty well. So that I'm going to put it on long watch with the assumption that, hey, maybe it bottomed here. It's pretty beaten up stock. BYND, already mentioned this one, the 200-day still above, so we're going to watch that. RXRX topped out right here after a big run at 1023. Today's high 1020. So certainly interesting. Over today's high, we might just push higher, right? Keep in mind it's kind of already run for a couple days. So AI was super strong today, closing off of its highs though. Going to watch that along with keeping an eye on the sympathy AI plays, if you will. LTHM, lithium stock, kind of a little mini breakout today. I'm going to put that on a chart. AFR. If you're watching me for the first time, I try to throw this in every now and then, every few videos. I'm a day trader. All of these are stocks I'll be watching for intraday trades. I don't hold anything overnight, and I'm not in anything right now. So these are things that might give me a trade tomorrow. AFRM is pretty interesting. Gapped up on this day and topped out at 1950. A couple days later, went to 1958, but sold off. And next thing you know, it's kind of working its way right back up there. So over this area is kind of a breakout for the stock. Excuse me. DOCU is a little obscure, but I still like it. You had the gap up on earnings, red day. Next day, red day. Today, tried to run, but still ended up closing in a weak fashion. But I'm going to keep watching it for a bounce play setup that we teach. This is a stock you can get a quick buck or two if you get a proper setup. So as a day trader, right, that can be some decent money. AHI, my problem with this one is nobody knew why it ran here. Then it kind of ran a second day, but then sold off and sold off again. So I'm just going to watch it for potential bounce play. And then lastly, AGRX, nothing compelling there, even though you see that volume spike. But in after hours, where's this thing trading? It's trading at 497 right now. So they had a headline after hours. So we're going to watch that and see if it's still gapping in the morning. And we'll treat it like we teach you guys to treat our morning gap plays. All right, that's it for me. We'll see you in chat.